Welcome to the party on the left.
Party on the Left!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our show. My name is Feraz Ozel.
I'm Helen Hong. We're Party on the Left, not the party on the right, which is the party that's going to be in power when we all die.
Yeah!
Yay!
So, funny thing about doing a political show is, we made the show. We thought we were done about...
Literally like 27 hours ago.
27 hours
and then within
ago.
those 27 hours, of course, like 15 things happened. James Comey, the FBI director, was like on the hot seat at the Senate.
So we're not going to go too in detail about that the rest of the show. We just figured we should get it out of the way
We're
up
just
top.
going to touch base on it so you guys know we're not like asleep at the wheel.
Right.
We're just, the news cycle is so fast lately that we can't possibly keep up.
My thing is just like, how often are we going to have a hearing with the FBI director and the head of the NSA every time Trump tweets something at 4 a.m.? Like, I'm just like, okay.
Every weekend?
Yeah, it's got to the point where I'm like, Trump, crazy, ridiculous tweets at 4 a.m. are the new, like, starving kid in Africa. I'm just like, okay, it's happening, it's
sad,
fucked up, but it's not going to stop. It's there.
I see you, kid with fly in your eye, but, what are we going to do about it?
So let's get into the rest of the show, what we got planned for you. First up, we're going to talk about the Secret Service screw-ups.
Secret Service. Lately, neither secret nor service.
Bad service.
What's up?
Terrible Yelp reviews.
I want my money back service. How about that?
So many things. Where to begin? Some dude jumped over the White House fence, and he was on the grounds for 15 minutes?
16 minutes.
16 minutes?
16 minutes, which is a really long time, like, in the real world. Like, I could have an entire Tinder relationship in 16 minutes. Like, I could find the guy, have him come over, do a little and then he's gone, and I'm like, I'm gonna be alone forever. Like, all of that could happen in 16 minutes. Secret Service, get it together, because right now you guys are just, like, douchey sunglass models. Like, get it together.
Next topic.
Moving on. Oh,
The budget.
The budget. Oh, Lord.
So if you looked at the budget plan, it's all about taking defense up, security, protection, and
everything else.
Just cutting it down. Right here we got the EPA cut by 31%, Department of State cut by 28%, Department of Labor 20%, Department of Agriculture 20%, it goes on and on and on.
Pretty much everything is cut across the board except for arms. Which is why we said it was kind of like one of those gym bro dudes that only works on arms.
He's like, this is all you need for defense, man. This is what you need. Someone tries to mess with you, you take them out.
Yeah, but what about like your core, or what about like your legs, man?
No, fuck that. We don't need legs. We don't need transportation. The arms will get us there, man. Yeah, where people are like, what about education, agriculture?
And what about like your legs? What about the parts that like progress you forward? You know, like forward progress. Nah. Arms,
dude. Yeah, he's like, you know who loves biceps? Babes. You know who hates biceps? Terrorists. Boom. So we'll see how this. We'll see.
It is true.
Terrorists hate biceps.
They don't like biceps.
You ever seen a jack terrorist? No, they literally spend their whole life training to fight. Not one of them has any biceps. The scrawniest warriors in the history of warriors. These fucking people.
Well, they're busy. They're busy with the screaming and the bomb making and
On a lighter note,
Russia.
This is my favorite story of the day, actually.
He found this.
I found it.
It's good.
A Moscow zoo is suing a Russian ad company because they rented one of their raccoons, and they said there was going to be in a shoot with a model, and then they found out that it was in like a shoot with a naked model, and the model's using the raccoon to cover her tits.
Topless model.
And she's like tug of war fighting with her bra with a raccoon. So what ended up happening was the ad company said that you have defaced the moral fiber of the raccoon population, so they're suing them. And they said the raccoon can't stand up for itself, so we need to stand up for the raccoon. And it's literally a lawsuit.
Are you guys even following this story? Moscow Zoo rented a raccoon, ended up being in a shoe with a topless model, and now the zoo is like, you maimed the raccoon's good name.
You know what made me feel...
You sullied the reputation of the raccoon. Now people are just going to see raccoon and think, tits.
Yeah, he said the quote was something like, now every time someone sees a raccoon, it's going to be associated with eroticism. And I was like, dude, first of all, the raccoon's just kicking it with this hot-ass model. The only thing that's going to happen to this raccoon's reputation is he's just going to get a bunch of fist bumps when he goes back to the zoo. He'll be like, yo,
can you tell if Feraz wishes he were the raccoon?
I've never been more jealous.
How much money are you getting paid to bare your boobs in front of a wild animal? Like, how are you going to go
happy?
Like, you can't go home and explain, like, tiny claw marks on your bazooms. Like, how'd you get those tiny claw marks? It's a long story. It was dealing with an animal.
Who did you fuck with 3 fingers? Wolverine? You know what's funny?
Stupid.
Dude, Another thing that's funny about this was to me was like it just shows that Russians are more intense on everything, even like they're liberals. Like I think that I thought only America had the crazy like animal rights.
Yeah, like
liberals.
we get like oh you libtards, you snowflakes.
But in Russia they're like we must stand up for the raccoon. It's like what the fuck is happening?
The reputation of the raccoon
is up to us.
I don't know.
All right.
That's not a good Russian. Yeah, it was a horrible Russian accent.
We're not accent people.
Okay.
Moving on. Kim Jong. Ugh. So things are
Yikes.
developing with North Korea, and a slightly scary story. Rex Tillerson told North Korea that we're not going to be just patiently waiting for you guys to be normal anymore. He threatened them and said even military options are not off the table if you guys don't check your nuclear ambitions and calm down. What do you think about that?
Our Secretary of State just casually was like, we're going to beat the shit out of you. Okay,
what do you think?
See you later. He didn't even say. He got sick early and was like, he just dropped this bomb like, we're going to use military force and bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
What? Wait, come back here, Rex Tillerson.
Part of me is like, was that the wrong thing to do? I don't know, because North Korea is getting more and more out of control, so I'm like, maybe someone does need to check him and be like, yo, dude, calm the fuck down, because we've got sanctions on them and they're still trying to... They got ballistic missiles that are almost can hit North America right
now. That would work if you were dealing with somebody sane, but Kim Jong-un... I'd say a couple marbles short of like a full marble bag. Yeah, I mean it's like if you're a naughty child but you've never been like beaten or like you've never had any corporal punishment, and suddenly you get a new stepdad, and the stepdad comes in and he just comes in and he puts like a wooden paddle on the wall, and then like a belt, and then a whip, and he's like, and then you leave and you're like, oh my god, stepdad's gonna beat us. Holy shit.
But that's not even how it is, because you're reacting like a normal child. It's like if a stepdad did that and then it was Kim Jong-un as a child, like he just finished like burning ants with a magnifying glass and hiding his dead brother's body, and then he's like, yes, is it violence you seek? You know what I mean? So
he's like eating the paint chips off the wall, and the paint chips have lead poison in them.
With this happening, they're saying that we need more pressure on China. We need China to help us out because China is their main ally. We need China to stand up against them with us. But it's weird because
we've been talking so much shit about China.
Yeah, he's like, China's terrible. China's all these taxes. What's up, Taiwan? We're gonna sell arms to Taiwan. And there's like, hey, China, you gonna help us out? We need some backup.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear you when you trash.
I saw your tweets, bro. It's kind of like if you were like tweeting bullshit like about your ex, and you thought you were over it, then you're like, fuck, I left my car keys at her house.
You go to her house and she's in the window like...
Speaking of China, there is a new cosmetic surgery trend sweeping through China where women want to look like Ivanka Trump.
You know, I don't like it already when Asian chicks try to look white. I really, really don't like it when they try to look like white supremacy. That's...
They actually even trademarked the name Ivanka, the Chinese version, which is like Yiwanka. That's how it translates. I never understand how names translate, by the way. It's like, it's my fucking name.
I don't think they do. I think they're just like, if you sounded it out in Chinese characters, it's like Iwanka.
Yeah.
Iwanka.
I'm gonna let you do that Asian stuff, so it seems less racist.
Yeah.
So they trademarked it. They're like, we're the go-to people. We've trademarked the surgery to turn you into Ivanka Trump, and now like they're getting tons of applicants, like tons and tons.
Are you serious?
Yes, tons. You can
so
Google
like
this.
a lot of women in China want to look like Ivanka Trump.
Yes, like a lot of them. Like in the future, we could have a China full of Ivanka Trump. So in the future, we could literally have a China that Donald Trump literally wants to fuck.
What do you think I would look like if I looked like Ivanka Trump?
I'd be like, what's that?
What
do you mean?
I'd be like, I hate myself.
Thank you guys for watching this edition of Party on the Left.
Party on the Left.
We'll see you guys soon.